Rolling. First of all, I should say I love you from Patti Smith because I just talked to her, and she said that she wants you to know that the first song she learned playing with her daughter was "I'm a Child." She wishes you to know that.
Oh, that's great. That's very nice.
I'd like to ask you first a question that you, I'm sure, have heard before. What was the initial moment for the Freedom of Speech tour, and who called who to get it going?
The original genesis of the tour was the record "Living with War," and I called Crosby, Stills and Nash. I already had a tour planned with them, so I told them I've written this record since I booked the tour, so here's my record. It's all about politics and war and humanity, and if you want to do this with me, you have to sing about things like that, and if you don't want to, I'll understand it. So they decided to do it with me and to sing about only those subjects, because I didn't think it was doing them justice to group just have it be, you know, a couple of nice songs and then a song about dying in the war and then a couple of other songs. So my whole album was about it, so I wanted to stay focused. So that's how we started on the tour.
If I may go back, there's a famous line that goes, "We can change the world," one of the songs that we all know. Now there's politicians around, and all of them have that word change in their mouths. Do you think they're talking of that same kind of change that you had in mind at the time?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what the inner thinking was behind that. What did they mean when they say change? I think change is overused right now. It's a little deceptive. It's a good question. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about the way the candidates today are using change. Although I do believe that it would be a change if we had the Obama for president. That would be a big change. That's an illustration of a real change. Everything else is just talk. Especially Clinton. There's no change there.
Patti was more diplomatic. She said either one of the two would be better than what we have.
I think that's true too. Not much though.
Can I ask you about your presence in Berlin? There seems to be a union of legends these days. You're here, Patti's here, the Stones are here. Is that a coincidence? Is it a mere nostalgia? Or is there maybe more behind this?
I don't know. I really didn't know what was going on here when I came here to do CSNY Deja Vu. I loved playing in Berlin. I knew Berlin was an artistic community. I knew that the Berlin Festival had a reputation as being an artistic festival and also being a kind of having a conscience. But I didn't know what to expect. So I'm glad to be here. I didn't know that until just a few days before that the Rolling Stones were going to be here, which was my favorite rock and roll band, so I was very happy.
Did you like the film?
The Rolling Stones film, great performance, wonderful performance, great band. I loved it. Buddy Guy, unbelievable performance, great performance by him with Keith and Mick in the band. Excellent. From a musical standpoint, that performance is one of the highlights ever captured on film.
I have one more question. We're talking of the sort of the anniversary of 40 years of Summer of Love and 68 and all those things going on. That's why I was asking the question before. I have the feeling that maybe your voices are sort of needed for orientation. Maybe could that maybe part of why these films are being made and why they are talking about the issues that you are and others are dealing with?
Possibly there's a need for something. People feel the void, and I really don't know how to make the change. But I think there's many other changes that can be made without, that doesn't necessarily have to be music. It's not necessarily songs and music that's going to make the big changes required in the 21st century. I think the big changes there had to be scientific changes. Myself, that's what I think it is. I think we need a young person who maybe has got the capacity to look like a rock star or something, you know, and maybe, but just that energy. Doesn't have to do with music, but somebody who's focused, who sees that the world should be a different place and that we need to have something else other than just business as usual with the music and the oil and the traveling and the social responsibilities and everything. We really need a big change. And I think something's going to happen. I certainly hope so. Because at the core of everything we have this fuel problem. And if everybody had their own fuel, if the people all had their own fuel and it was all at home and it was a natural thing, then the whole world would be different. A lot of our problems would be we'd have to adapt to a whole new balance. And I think that I can see that when I look at into the future for us. That's where the change is going to come, from great minds, not from musicians.
A little understatement, but thank you very much.
Thank you.